All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live, another live event here at Black Wealth Empowerment. We appreciate you coming by, stopping in, visiting with us for this hour of power. We're on broadcast 148, brothers and sisters, 148, quickly closing in on 150. Closing in on 150. We're happy that you decided to be with us. I'm broadcasting you live from Houston, Texas, where we got another exciting program for you. We're going to talk about something that's necessary in progress, that's necessary in advancement, that's necessary for us as Black people to understand in order to achieve independence and empowerment. In order to achieve Black wealth empowerment, we have to understand the power of breakthroughs. So we're going to talk about today the 3 steps to your next breakthrough, to your next financial breakthrough, to your next spiritual breakthrough, to your next breakthrough in life. That's what we're going to talk about today on this 148th broadcast here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. My name is Daryl Muhammad, waiting on my co-host, brother Rodney Assad Muhammad and sister Brandy to join us. But as long as you're here and I'm here, then we can get this party started, right? The Bible says, where two or more are gathered in my name, so am I in the midst of thee. I'm here, that's one. You're here, that's two. And he's the third one. So that's all we need to make this another epic, another epic broadcast. Can you imagine, brothers and sisters, just think, if you will, very quickly, and if it doesn't come to mind quickly, then after the broadcast, think of something that you've done 148 times voluntarily. That doesn't count going to work, because you have to go to work, right? It's impressed upon you to go to work. What have you done voluntarily 148 consecutive time or near consecutive times? We've been here almost every Sunday. Almost every Sunday, brothers and sisters. Myself, Brother Rodney, Sister Brandy, Brother Rodney, myself, Brother Rodney. We've been here. And some of you all have been here. And we want to welcome those new viewers that might be viewing us for the first time in our private platform here at BWE. You might be watching us live here in our private platform, or you might be watching us on our YouTube channel, or you might be watching us through a special link that might have been posted in various Facebook groups by myself or one of the other co-hosts, or you might have got a personal invitation. But however you got here, welcome. It's meant for you to be here if you've gotten thus far. Nothing in God's universe is done accidentally. Nothing in God's universe is done coincidentally, right? That might be what we call it because we don't have the master plan. So if you're watching us live or on the replay, brothers and sisters, you're here for a reason. And being that you are here, you need to have your eye and your mind's eye open to find the answer to the question, what's in it for me? I'm here. It has my attention. God allowed me to be here, allow me to be attentive to what they're saying. So obviously he knows that there's something that will be said that I need right here, right now in my life. See, that's empowering. That's an empowering mindset, not a disempowering mind. That's an empowering mindset, brothers and sisters. That doesn't require any money. It requires a choice to think in an empowering way. So that's what we do here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. I bring the experience of personal development, sales, and marketing, and network marketing and entrepreneurship. Was a stockbroker. Go back 30 plus years. Bring all that to the present and deliver it here on this platform at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Excuse me. Brother Rodney, same thing. He brings years and years and years and years and years of experience in personal development and teaching and coaching people through breakthroughs, coaching people to peak performance, coaching people to realize their potential that they couldn't realize on their own. See, brothers and sisters, you and I have to understand there's only so much you can do and I can do on our own. Every individual has limited capacity, and anything beyond what they can do on their own, it requires someone else to help them pull that capacity, expand that capacity, to help them realize that there's more than what they could have done on their own. That's what you and I have to understand. And brothers and sisters, once we understand that, then we won't have any problem unifying. We won't have any problem coming together like-minded individuals. We won't have any problem, what do they call it? Collaborating. No problem at all. Because we have that level of understanding. And that level of understanding, that depth of understanding is empowerment itself. Is empowerment itself. So the Courage Coach comes with so much background, so much. Because see, once you get into this personal development space and you're sincere about improving yourself, that opens up the whole entire universe. And you start experiencing things beyond your imagination, and you grow beyond what you only could imagine, if imagine at all, when you started that journey. That's what Brother Rodney brings to Black Wealth Empowerment. You get it not really for free. We say it free because it's not an exchange of money. But you got to understand, brother, says you and I, we pay a price more than just money. You're paying for his expertise with your time and attention. All right. So I see my brothers here. We're going to bring them on. Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad to open up, to help us open up. Because see, that's what a peak performance coach does. He opens you up beyond your own ability to open yourself up. So Courage Coach, where you at, brother? Where you at? I see you down there.
Yes,
Talk to
sir.
the people.
Yes, sir. Peace, brothers. This is Rodney Assad Muhammad, your Courage Coach. Welcome to another episode of Black Wealth Empowerment, the live experience. Now, if this is your first time or you're 140, I don't know what number you're at now, time.
148.
If one of it was your first time, your 148th time, you are absolutely in for a treat. Thanking all of you who've joined us, who decided to take some time out of your busy schedule, out of your life moments. I mean, take some life units. I mean, we underestimate how important that is, and we underestimate how we should use those life moments. We got a specific number of life units that's going to be allotted to us. Now, we don't know how many. I say specific as if there's a number already preset. Yes and no. Yes and no. Right? We can expedite when the end of that life units are. We can push it further away. We do have some control over some of that in some shape or form, some areas, right? But you really don't know when we're born how many life units we have available. So the question you have to ask yourself at every moment, once you achieve kind of complete consciousness of self, because when you're a baby, you're not even self-aware yet. You're still working that out. But once you become aware of self, you look in the mirror and go, hey, there I am. That's when it really kicks in, right? That's when it kicks in. And you got to decide how you're going to use your life moments, your life units. Are you going to spend it doing this, spend it doing that, watching TV, playing sports, goofing around? Arguing, fighting, angry, mad, sad, whatever thing it is, happy, enjoying life, whatever you choose, just know that you have life moments or life units that you're using. So we don't take it for granted. We don't take it lightly that you use some of your, think about this, some of your life units with us on Black Wealth Empowerment. Because, you came here because there was something you either heard, you saw the advertisement for it. You've been with us before. You say, I got something out of that. It helped me. I heard somebody told me it helped them. So there's a reason why you decided to come out, or you might have just been curious. So let me see what they got going on over there. 148 broadcasts. Let's see what they doing. Yeah, I must be doing something over there. Well, welcome. Welcome. Lock into this experience. You know, brother and sister, you know, there's a lot of things that you could be doing with your life units. A lot of things that you could be doing. And to actually purposefully spend time doing it, using them with things that are empowering, Black Wealth Empowerment, uplifting, right? Soul edifying. When you spend life units doing things like that, I'll tell you, it may not be today, it might not even be next week, but at some point, you're going to reap a harvest of goodness in your life that you can't even calculate. You won't even be able to calculate. But see, the great thing about how this works out is that you won't even see the direct thread back to that event or this event or that workshop or that book you read or even that paragraph you just meditated on over there in the word. You won't see the direct connection. That's why you just want to fill your life up with empowering things, good stuff. And Black Wealth Empowerment is a start. It's a start. It's a great starting place for you who have never, ever really engaged in personal development, life strategies, financial guidance, or anything like you've never really gotten. This is the place. This is the place for you. It's Knowles Bar. You got 2 and 3 and 4 and more people that will get on this broadcast over the time and will share things with you. And I'll tell you, I don't know if Brother Daryl has noticed this, but most, if not all the people we've ever brought on Black Wealth Empowerment have been some straight up in your face, here it is, no nonsense kind of people. Maybe it's our personality. Brother Daryl and I, we have very unique personalities where we not mealy mouth, we not wishy-washy, we not sometimes. Now, you may be offended, but it ain't because it's on purpose. It's just that we like to shoot straight because we don't have a lot of time. Now, Brother Daryl says that. I didn't tell him to say that. He didn't teach me. Brother Daryl's like a couple of days older than me. He didn't teach me, Brother Biden, you got to always say you don't have time. I've been saying that since I was young. I don't have time for that. I ain't got that kind of time. Now, I plan on living to 150, but I don't have that kind of time for that. I don't want to waste my life units on silliness, mealy mouth, sometimes lackadaisical. So come on, jump in. This is Black Wealth Empowerment. So be empowered, get inspired, get ready to get active. You gotta become a major part of this experience. We're going to tell you what to do. So I'm swinging back over to Brother Daryl. He's going to give you some guidance, some instructions to kind of help us along in helping others along on this journey called life. All right, Brother Daryl, back to you.
The Facebook Live experience. That's what it is, brothers and sisters. Life can be an experience, but it's up to you to make it whatever you want it to be. An experience, not just life, but a life experience. That's what you want it to be, but that's what you have to make it to be, brothers and sisters. It requires a lot of energy. The people that we admire, they exert a lot of energy for us to admire them, being it sports, being it entertainment, being it religious, being it political, being it education. The reason why we admire them, because they're living life experience. They're putting out a lot of life units, a lot of energy. What about you, brothers and sisters? What about you? What about I in our own life? Not publicly like those individuals, but in our own life. That's empowerment. See, we have to learn how to recognize things for what they are in its bare, naked essence. Right? Not with clothes on, not prettied up, not dressed up with all these ornaments. Right? Not money and clothes and things that are dressed up. And what is that? Gold? Is that rhinestone? Is that diamonds? Is that pearls? Strip it down, brothers and sisters. Strip it down. We have to strip things down and understand what they are in their very basic essence. And then you can build it up. Then you can build it up exactly to what you want it to be. And because you go through that process, it has longevity. It has a better chance of lasting through the test of time. See, that's what the courage coach does. That's what the courage coach does. You know, sometimes you got to break you down just to build you up because you were built up wrong. We were built up wrong, brothers and sisters. That's why we would even have to have a program like this entitled Black Wealth Empowerment. Because we was built up wrong as far as black, was built up wrong as far as wealth, and we were built us wrong as far as empowerment. So we got to break that down so we can build it back up and build it up correctly. So it's a lot of work. That's why most people don't achieve it. They wish it, they want it, but they don't achieve it. Because once they get out the block and realize this is a marathon that you're going to have to run for the rest of your life and not a sprint, they say, that's all right. I'll just take whatever I can get. See, empowerment is not taking what you can get, brothers and sisters. Empowerment is taking and getting what you deserve. So you build yourself up to where you need to be to achieve what you deserve. That's why the topic tonight is 3 steps to your next breakthrough. Because you're going to have to break through some barriers, some obstacles to get where you need to be, where you want to be, where you deserve to be. So, brothers and sisters, you got things to do. See, but coach, we're going to have to somehow have a private session for our members, those that are serious, not curious, so they can show up. Because, see, somebody has to come and break it down to the very elementary level. See, we have to understand what is the relationship between teacher and student and mentee and mentor, and how am I supposed to act when I'm a mentee versus when I'm a mentor, a student versus when I'm a teacher. So we can easily make those shifts like that from being a parent to now you're being a student. Because it's all about shifts. So here's what I want you to do, brothers and sisters. Here's what I want you to do. If you're watching us in our private BWE platform, we have our own channel platform right here. Right? Watching it right here in our private platform. What do? Well, you should see those tabs right above the video. Social media tabs. You need to use them. And this is what you need to do right now. I'm going to give you some instruction now. Pay attention. Right? Present time. Pay attention. Here's what you need to do. That first tab up there is a Facebook share. I'm sorry, Facebook like first. Facebook like. That's letting Facebook know you like our fan page, our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page. You need to let Facebook know you like it. So go ahead and hit that right now. So go ahead and hit it a couple of times. You won't break the button. Hit it a couple of times so they can know, man, the folks like this page. Folks like this page. Go ahead and hit the like button. Next to it is Facebook share. You hit that, a box will open up. You might have to log in. You should only have to log in once if you click remember. So you log in your Facebook account. Now the box opens up, and here's the message you need to put in there, because what that's going to do is going to go to your news feed on Facebook. It's going to put your message there with a link for them to come in as your special guest. Right now, as your special guest. So you hit the Facebook share. It opens up, hashtag BWE Hangout. Hashtag BWE Hangout space we are live. Real quick, boom, boom, boom. Hashtag BWE Hangout space we are live. Hit that post button right now. Do it right now. Hit that post button. Do it right now. It'll go out, like I said, and give them a special sneak peek interview. Sneak peek into this broadcast. Just a one time. Next time they'll have to register like you did. Okay. Now next to that is Twitter. Click on Twitter. I have to log in. Same thing. Hit remember. Hashtag BWE Hangout. We are live. Send that out to the Twitter world. Do that right now, brothers and sisters, right now, right? Then you see those other social media tab. There's Pinterest. There's whatever else. There's LinkedIn or whatever. If you have accounts, do that right now. Hit each one of those that you have accounts for. Hashtag BWE Hangout. We are live. And I want you to do that every 3 minutes, because this is the hour of power, brothers and sisters. We're about to get into this message tonight. Right? We're about to get into the message tonight. 3 steps to your next breakthrough. So you want to hurry and invite your friends here and invite them every 3 minutes, because dinner's about to be served. Right? You want your friends either there before dinner or during dinner, but after dinner, that's too late. Food's gone, baby. Right? We done eat already. So what kind of friend will invite their friends halfway through dinner, so by the time they get there, the dinner's over, the party's done? Because this is the hour of power, and we're almost halfway through the broadcast. So invite your friends right now, and every 3 minutes, I'm going to try to remind you throughout every 3 minutes, brothers and sisters, that's what you need to do. You cannot over participate in your life. No such thing. Other folks who are underperformers, not peak performers, like the people that the coach train, underperformers. See, they don't need trainers. Underperformers don't need coaches, right? Underperformers don't need encouragement. So they don't need encouragement nor courage. So those underperformers, we're talking about you who are here. There's only 2 categories: performers and overperformers. Overperformers and underperformers. Only 2 categories, brothers and sisters. So you want to share this stream. You want to get excited about your life. You want to catch your breath and take deep breaths and get that oxygen from your lungs into your brain and get fired up and get excited about life. You and I should be excited all the way till the time we go to sleep, and when we wake up, we shake the dust off from sleep and clean out our eyes and get that blood and oxygen in our lungs, increase the breathing pattern from when we were sleeping, and get this party started, brothers and sisters. So share again. It's been 3 minutes. Go ahead and share one more again. Share again, brothers and sisters. Share this stream. We working on some things, brother Rodney. I kind of before talked about here recently some things we're gonna do. So it's brewing. It's brewing. And when we come out with plus brother Rodney, he got a special announcement. He got to wait, brother Rodney. I forgot to ask you about that, bro. Don't you have something while they're clicking and sharing again? But don't you have something you launching? I mean, see, coach got fired up on you. Coach is flipping, taking it to another level. Coach, what you got? You got something to share with the people, or it's still a secret all over your Facebook page?
Yeah. I've only shared it on social media, so it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. This is private, elusive, exclusively on social media right now. Yes, brothers and sisters. We're proud to announce that, as an addition to a complement to what we do at Black Wealth Empowerment and 19 Secrets and so many other areas that we are involved in, we're going to launch the Thursday night call to courage. The Thursday night call to courage. It's going to be a Facebook Live event. So what we're going to do is, God willing, every Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern, we're going to have the call to courage. Now, how long it's going to go? I don't know. Until the message gets out. All right. But we're going in, no holds barred. It's woo-wee. I'm unsure whether I should do it or not. I'm a little unsure whether I should even do it or not. However, I'm out there now. I done put it out there. I did a little image for it, and it's done. And so we're going all the way in. I believe, and we believe, that the world deserves to hear more from the Courage Coach. Have people ask me for over the years, Coach, when you gonna coach? When you gonna coach? When you gonna? Because I never wanted anybody to think it's about me and, oh, look, I'm trying to look at me, I'm on the screen and y'all just listen to me because I have stuff to say. I don't even care like that. I don't even care. I'd be cool and give me a nice little cabin somewhere by myself, a place for me, maybe to fish some good, wholesome fish, plant some food, and I'd be cool. And my wife. Right? I'll be cool. I'm chilling. I don't have to have a whole bunch of people. I ain't got to go no place. I ain't got to have a whole bunch of friends. That's how I get down. So I'm not concerned about hand claps and accolades and, ooh, Brother Rodney, oh, coach, you so wonderful and amazing. Thank you so much. You so deep. I don't care. I mean, I care that you had a breakthrough, but I don't care that you say any of that to me because it ain't about me. I'm saying what I'm saying on a Thursday night call to courage to hopefully, God willing, inspire you, encourage you, kick you in your backside to get up and do something about your raggedy existence. Oh, I'm not even going to mess around and start Thursday night right now, bro. Daryl's like Sunday. It's going to start Thursday night right now. So, brothers and sisters, be ready for that. The Thursday night call to courage is coming up in about 2 weeks, a week and a half or so. On the 27th, I believe we set it for. Yeah, I believe it's the 28th, excuse me, 28th of June. We're going to go live for that first broadcast. And we can get up to 100 and whatever many broadcasts. We gonna ever stop. We have our children's children do BWE, you know, and then it'll be something else. They name it something else and be, you know, how to take over other planet EWE or something. I don't know, whatever. We figured out. But that's what's going on, brothers and sisters. So tune into my Facebook page. Go to thecouragecoach.live. So www.thecouragecoach.live. And you'll be able to lock in when I'm live.
All right, all right. All right. See, brothers and sisters, it's about making stuff happen. What are you doing? You're doing something. See, you're doing something. You got to let the world know, brothers and sisters. What are you doing? Let us know. Go to our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page right now. Let us and our 1,000. We have over 1,000 members. Let them know what you're doing. Why are you hiding, brothers? So you can't build wealth. You can't be empowered, and you sure can't be black. Hiding your light under a bushel basket. Time out for that, brothers and sisters. It's time for a breakthrough. BWE mission is to help you with the breakthrough. You do that by raising your consciousness up. You have to raise your conscious thinking. It has to be awakened, and then it has to be raised up higher and higher and higher. There is no limit to how high your consciousness can be raised. There's no limit. The universe, the sky is the limit, as they say. And there's no limit to the sky. They've gone out in outer space as far as they can go, and there's still more space left. So, brothers and sisters, go to our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page right now. I'll give you about a minute because it's almost at the bottom of the hour for us to shift gears. So go ahead and right now, those of you who are members, you know, you can click the link below this broadcast here and livevirtualnetworking.com. It'll take you straight to it. So you don't have to type it in and search on Facebook, and put it in there right now, brothers. To put your information in there right now. It's time for a breakthrough. You can't break through staying where you are. See, we're gonna have to talk about this, brother coach. They got to understand that you're gonna leave some people. It's not really that you left them. Is that they refuse to join you. They refuse to go where you were going. So for those of us who have this, this insecurity kind of stuff going as far as that's concerned, how did they my friends? I've been knowing them for 30 years. And, we're not talking about leaving them. They'll be right there where you left them. I guarantee you, unless they're traveling with you. You know where to find them. In front of the TV, you know where to find them. At work, you know where to find them. You know where to find them. Is where you left them. But you got to leave them. You can't break through where you are. It's not going to happen, brothers and sisters. It's not going to happen. So share. Tell us who you are. Tell us what you're doing. Tell us what you're doing so the members can recognize you, can congratulate you, can network with you. That's what it's all about. That's what blackness is all about. It consumes everything around it. That's what wealth is all about, building on what you got to get more. That's what empowerment is about, to empower yourself, to understand the dynamic that you bring, all right, that you can leverage, the value bring so that you can be empowered because you're bringing something to the equation. You're not just a taker. So let us take this time right now and go to the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group and let us know what you're doing. It's not bragging. You're just letting the world know that I'm here. I have something of value. I want to present it to the marketplace. So if there's anybody I can serve, I can serve. See, those that are most successful in life are the ones who put themselves out the most for service. We used to say it's a giver's economy. One who outgives his environment, outgives other in his environment, out earns other in his environment. When you outgive them a value. That's what it's all about. That's what you'll learn over time here at Black Wealth Empowerment, because that's our mission. So let us go into it, brothers. So tonight's topic is three steps to your next. See, it's all about what's next, right? You take advantage, you stay in the present time, but you just know subconsciously in the back of your mind that there's always something next. It's always next. I'm pushing towards next. I'm pushing towards the future. I'm pushing towards tomorrow, the next day, and the next day, and the next day. He called it life units. Called it life units, brothers and sisters. 3 steps to your next breakthrough. So let's go into our inspirational part of tonight's message with whomever. Whom else? Who better than a man that has been doing that for 20 plus years, and that's just what he does. As he says, that's how he gets down. So let's turn it over right now to our Courage Coach. Courage Coach, take it away.
Yes, sir. I'm me all the time. All the time. Peace, brothers and sisters. Rodney Assad Muhammad, your Courage Coach. Now, this is that inspirational part of the night, the hour of power. And I want you to really lock in right now and get ready. You know, I want you to be ready to write some things down. Be ready to maybe share. You got your phone nearby. You're ready to text somebody. Maybe post this on your Facebook, your Instagram. You may want to tweet this out. Right? Some things are going to come up that's going to hopefully transform your life a little bit more. Now, 3 steps to your next breakthrough. Now, before we even get into 3 steps to your next breakthrough, we got to get to the first piece, the first part. I'm not going to call the step. You can say 0.5. I'll just call it A, letter A, right? Letter A in the 3 before the 3 steps. See, one thing, brother, we talk about steps, and brothers and sisters, I don't think you think of this in terms of life. You're not born. We're not born walking. So you ain't worried about no steps. You're just trying to figure out how to feed you, get some food and get change. And hopefully somebody around you care enough about the fact that you're screaming to wipe your backside and all the other things you need. And we needed when we first got here, then we tried to figure out this crawling thing, maybe, right? Now to pull up and strengthen our legs and all sit up straight and all this stuff. You ain't really worried about steps so much. But then once you got to the point to where you knew you needed to move around a lot more efficiently, a lot faster, right? Keep pace with the other humans running around in your environment, then you had to start taking some steps. But there was a whole lot of activity prior to the first step. That's why most parents get excited about the first step. But we really need to get excited about all the stuff that happened before we got to that first step. So before we get to the first step, we got to deal with this first piece, right? The first thing before we get into the 3 steps to your next breakthrough is to acknowledge that you even need a change or a breakthrough in your life. You gotta acknowledge that. You gotta say, I gotta change. I need a change. Something's gotta change. Brothers and sisters, if you don't have that life moment, that come to Jesus moment, if you will, right? Where you finally recognize and realize in your life that you're not where you want to be. You're not who you want with who you want to be with. You're not where you want to be at. You're not doing what you want to do. You're not, living where you want to live and how you want to live and driving what you want to drive and all the other things that you might want out of life and whatnot. Once you come to a realization that you are nowhere near what you want to be, who you want to be, how you want to be, how you want to live, you got to acknowledge that. You got to just say, you know what? This is not how I want to live my life. This is not how I want to live. This where I want to be. This is not what I want to be doing with my life. This ain't how I want to my family life to look like. No, it's supposed to be better than this. Different. You got to acknowledge that you need a change in your life. If we can't start off doing that, brothers and sisters, just acknowledging that we want to be better, we want to go higher, we want to do more. And this is going to be throughout all of the entire time you here on this planet, right? In this physical form. And I don't believe no ghosts and all this stuff, but I'm saying it that way for a reason, right? While we're here like this, you should always be looking for the next move. What's the next step? What's the next motion? What's the next activity? What's next? My wife, and I, when we do what we do in publishing and other things and assisting others and getting the message out, me, when we start on a project, I'm already hard in the paint on what's next. I'll get bored easily on some stuff. I'm like, yeah, whatever. We're working this out. It's done. It's already in my head. I already see the final product. It's good. What's next? I already want to know what the next moves are. I'm already trying to figure out what's the next motion. What's the next move? You got to acknowledge that you need a breakthrough in your life first, brothers and sisters. Now, once you acknowledge that I want to change, I want to be different, I want to go higher. Yeah, I made, 25,000 that year before that year, and let's go up to 35. Let me see if we can push a 35. Then you get 35 or 37, you say, oh, we could do 50. Like, man, that's a big jump from 35, 36. Let's go for 50. Let's try to go 50. Let's see if we can do this, do that, change this, change that, and go here and do this. And you're always striving to go higher and more. Then here, we got to get to the 3 steps now for your next breakthrough. The 3 steps for your next breakthrough. The first step is you got to engage in self-improvement. We must engage in self-improvement. See, that goes hand in hand with the acknowledging that I need to change. You should constantly be saying, I want to put on a new man, new me, the new person. I need to be a new person. So I can't put new wine in an old wineskin. That's scripture right there, y'all. If you ain't, you got to get your Bibles out. Put new wine in an old wineskin, at least it break and spill out, right? We lose the wine. But it's not about drinking the wine. Get what I'm saying? I can't put a new reality into an old mindset, at least that spill out, and then I still have nothing. You waste the new information, your new reality, because you're not a new person, you're not a new vessel, ready to receive a new word, a new reality, a new car, a new house, a new spouse, whatever it is you're trying to get in life. You got to engage in self-improvement. I have to know that I can be better. I can be better. I can be better. I can do this better. I can go higher. You know what? I can say that better. I can act better. You know what? I can do these things. Engage in self-improvement. Now, Brother Minister Farrakhan created a series. It's revelatory information, the self-improvement study guide system. You lock in on that, brothers and sisters. Now, you don't have to be a registered member of the Nation of Islam and I ain't a Muslim and all that. Get out of that. Come on. It's 2018. We ain't done with that yet. Good gosh, that's so silly. Get the information. Get the data. Receive it. Go through that. It's scripture in there. Quran, Bible, guidance from the minister. Self-improvement, because the minister says this: self-improvement is the basis of community development. If you're concerned about your environment, the neighborhood, I don't know why them knuckleheads down the street, self-improvement. if we all work on improving ourselves, it'll just grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and inspire others. Now, that's the first thing, engage in self-improvement. Now, the second thing you got to do in order to have your this 3 steps now, to have your next breakthrough, you got to strengthen your faith. See, now self-improvement, I can get better, learn these things. I do, I'm gonna behave better, I'm gonna talk better, I'm gonna act better, I'm gonna do this, got some self-improvement. Let me get now I gotta strengthen my faith. Now, here's something else from Brother Minister Farrakhan. He said, faith is the base of knowledge. You can know a bunch of stuff, brothers and sisters. You can know all kind of stuff. But if you don't have faith, what's going to happen when the unknown happens, when the unfamiliar kicks in, when the hard places show up, you're going to punk out, run away, quit, don't know what to do. I'm panicking. You losing your mind because you got a bunch of knowledge, but you ain't got no faith. Faith to stick through the hard places, the rough stuff, the crazy stuff you couldn't factor in, the stuff that wasn't in a book. Engage in self-improvement, then you got to strengthen your faith. That's the base of knowledge. Now, brothers and sisters, in there, you're going to get some information. You're going to get information. That's not a step. But the third step in these 3 steps is you got to unbalance the scale. Unbalance the scale. What do you mean by that, Coach? I know you're going to hear now. This is revolutionary right here. I'm saying some stuff I thought about. I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say it. Yep. Because I'm a courage coach, and I ain't scared like that. Most people will tell you, you got to be balanced. You need balance in your life. You got to be balanced. That's some ethereal, stinking, I was going to say some other stuff. Man, it's Ramadan still. It really is. Kind of hippie, tree hugger type stuff. Not that we hate the trees. You know what I mean? I'm saying that in the derogatory sense on purpose. Come on, get out there. You be balanced. You be balanced. We've been saying, even that we say be balanced. You need some balance. No, you don't. You don't need to be balanced. You know what you need to do? You need to unbalance the scale. You need to tip that thing in the positive. Get out the negative. What you want to balance positive and negative? I mean, make sure your good, your bad is equal. No, that's dumb. I know it's a cliche. We use it. We just flip it around and say it, but we don't really understand what we're saying. I want you to unbalance the scale in this way. I need you to go hard in the paint on what it is you want to be in your life. I want you to get off balance. See, what the problem is, you want to see the ship is all even and cool and nothing's rocking. I ain't never seen a boat, a car, nothing that was moving at any real rate of speed, trying to go any place, and you at least you put your foot on gas and bring you back a little. That's off balance. You put your foot on the brake and send you forward. You off balance. You turning, you leaning, because you making moves. But sit in the car in your driveway and don't turn it on. Don't do nothing. And you be perfectly balanced in. Look, I'm just sitting here and ain't nothing moving. I'm so balanced. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's so dumb. Oh, that's dumb. Unbalance the scale in your life. Now, I told one of my mentees the other day, I said, listen, you got to go so hard in the paint. I mean, you got to be able to be willing to sacrifice some stuff, sacrifice some people, sacrifice some relationships. Oh, yeah. If the people around you don't understand your dream, your vision, your desires for greatness in life, then dang it, to heck with them. You got to be that kind of person. Well, that's my mama, and I love mama. Fine, keep loving your mama, but let your mama be wherever she at. You go do what you're supposed to do in your life. She did what she was going to do in her life or not. Hey. But don't you sacrifice what God put in you to do, worrying about how everybody else is going to feel about it. Unbalance the scale. Yeah, you may lose your family. Yeah, your children may be mad at you. But until they live this life like you got to live it as an adult person, making hard choices, they don't understand no how. And ain't no amount of you being a sucker in your life going to make them understand. Well, I'm just lackadaisical, go milk toast. And they going to blame you for that. My mom and daddy didn't do nothing. They never accomplished nothing. I hate my daddy because he became a world leader. What is wrong? See, you ain't gonna win either way, so you might as well go all the way in on some positive, empowering life living. You may lose some people along the way, but that's what happens when you unbalance the scale. Some people want to be down here. Some people don't mind being up there. You just got to decide what you want out of life. So last thing, I'll say it again. Acknowledge that you need a change. You want something different in your life. Engage in self-improvement, brothers, constantly, sisters, constantly. Strengthen your faith. You got to know that God got you. If you know in your heart of hearts this is what you were born to do, go all the way in, knowing full well that the Lord of the world is going to back you in right. Even when it get hard, that's to test you to see if you really serious about what it is he put in you. You got to have some opposition so he can get rid of some of the dross and some of them polish you up a little bit. And then make sure you unbalance that scale. Go all the way in, no holds barred. And I saw a brother said the other day, he said, jump. He said, you don't want to jump in. Don't you say jump in with both feet. I said, no, I strongly encourage somebody to jump in with every foot they got, all the feet, toes, throw your arms in, everything. Just throw your whole body into the situation. Don't be putting your toe in, test the water. Let me see if it's going to work or not. It ain't going to work because you just checking it with a minimal effort. You want to know if it worked? Go all in. All right. So unbalance the scale in your life. Quit trying to play it safe. Quit trying to be all even and balanced and make sure everybody's cool and everything's going to be all right. It ain't never going to be all right. It's always going to be hard. It's supposed to be hard. It weeds out the weak. That's 3 steps to your next breakthrough. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Remember, no matter what else you do in life, you must always remember to cultivate the courage to roar. Peace.
Woo, that's good. Weeds out the weak. You don't want to be weeded out, brothers and sisters. You don't want to be weeded out. That's why you're here. Because you want the breakthrough. You want to, you want to get whatever it is that you need to get. And see, the interesting thing about it, and that's what personal development is all about, you don't know what you need. You have an idea, well, I need a little bit of this, I need a little bit of that. But once you get into it, like I said, it opens up the universe. Then you say, man, I need more than I thought I needed. I need more than I thought I needed. So come on in. Because you need more than what you need. That's why you got to be here week after week after week, brother. So that's why you have to listen. That's why you have to take notes. That's why you got to watch the replay. You got to get in student mode. You got to be a student in your life. That's why we bring these broadcasts to you. Because see, we know what you need. Because we need the same thing. See, you may not know what you need. See, we down this path. We've been on this path. We're further along down this journey. When we haven't been weeded out. Because we're not weak. We're not weak, brothers and sisters. Not Brother Rodney, not myself. Because if we was weak, we would have fell off a whole lot of broadcasts ago. But this is 148. And you can tell that we ain't no ways tired. We've worn out all of our members, all 1,000 of them. The Courage Coach and I wore all of them out. What do you mean? Because we're here, and some of them aren't. Some of them show up sporadically, and some of us, the engagement. So we've outlasted them, brothers and sisters, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to infuse that into you. Infuse that into you. At least come back and put in the group, hey, this is what I've been doing, and I'm over here and I'm rocking, and you guys inspired me. See, you got to understand these things. You got to report back. It's like the story I tell before we get into the motivational part of tonight's call. It's like the analogy that I give. Right? You got a dog in the backyard, that's your pet. Right? He in the backyard, that's your pet. You feed him and all that kind of stuff. So you open up the door and you give him some bones, dog like them big, soup bones or whatever. So you give the dog the soup bone, and the dog will get it, chew on it a little while, and then he run from you. Take the bone and he run from you. Why he run from you? You the one gave him the bone. You don't want it. That's why you gave the dog the bone. You're not gonna take it from him, right? But he takes it and he runs, and he stays over there. He might bury it. Or he'll run out far and turn around, look at you while he, chew on it and lay down and chew on it till he get tired of chewing on it. Right? Don't be like the dog. We understand you grow and you advance and we open you up. God blesses us to say a word, say some words that open you up, right? And then once you open, things can come in and ideas can come in. You go out, but come back, right? That's why there's class reunions. Come back and let your classmates know. Let the members of BWE know. Let the teachers know. Let the instructors know. Let the courage coach and I know. Man, I've advanced and I'm doing this now. Why? So we can say, well, come on. Be a guest on and let the new members know what you're doing and how Black Wealth Empowerment has helped you. That's where a lot of universities get their keynote speakers from and commencement and all that kind of stuff, because they get them from former students, from the alumni. See, but so we have to understand this thing. We have to understand it's the same thing. We're understanding in one realm of life and totally oblivious, coach, in another area. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So we're sharing with you, as specific as they are, the silver lining is universal principles. That's why we lead with the inspiration. See, that's the universal principle. We give it to you as the silver lining. Then I come back and I give you the motivational piece. We put a little something around that silver lining. We kind of dress it up because, everybody likes things that's dressed up and look nice and shiny and well put together and presented, and, that relates to us in our very human form. So let's talk about it real quick, Button. So let's talk about it. Breakthrough. 3 steps to your next financial breakthrough. Financial breakthrough. But what is a breakthrough? It's when you push past. It's when you push through. It's when you blow through, when you bust through obstacles. Obstacles. There's something standing between you and where you want to go. That's why it's called breakthrough. Not lean through. Not like the big bad wolf huffing and puffing blew the house down. No, breakthrough. It requires a lot of force to break through something. But step number 1, you got to identify what is your financial obstacles. What is the financial obstacle that's stopping you to get to the next level? What is it? You got to identify it. What is it? Oh, it's my credit. My credit's 500, man, and that's stopping me from getting a good interest rate on my home. That's stopping me from going out there and borrowing money at 2 and 3% and using that to leverage and build wealth and establish something that I can pass on to my children. That's an obstacle. Maybe it's my income. I don't seem to make enough, Courage Coach. Help me, Courage Coach. I need a breakthrough in my area of income. I'm not making enough income to keep my head above water. Every time I get my head up over water, something pulls me back down. But I'm a fighter, not a quitter. Quitters don't break through nothing but the floor. And that's because their burdens get so heavy, it pushes them through the floor. Their circumstance gets so heavy, it busts a hole in the floor. All right. So we have to identify, what is that financial obstacle? Is it debt? Man, I got all this debt. I can't seem to get ahead, and I got all this debt. What is it? Is it that you can't seem to keep a dollar and hold on to a dollar and stash it off to the side? So when something presents itself, an opportunity comes along, you don't have anything to use to put towards that advancement. Number 1, identify what is your financial obstacle. Identify what that is. Number 2, Coach called it faith. I said believe. See, believe that you will overcome. Believe that I can break through this obstacle. You got to have faith. You got to believe that it's all right. You believe that Robert Kiyosaki can do it. I mean, that's good. Believe in what Robert Kiyosaki is telling you until you can believe in yourself. But the ultimate is to believe in yourself. Right? To believe in yourself. See, you got to believe in yourself even when you hear it from the Courage Coach. The Courage Coach, the best coach, cannot coach a person that don't believe in themselves. Step number 2 for you and I to break through to our next financial breakthrough. We have to believe. I got to believe that I can do it. But where does that belief come from? It can't come just from a vacuum of believing. Especially when it comes to money and finances, it has to be something rational, something concrete. You got to look for specific solutions to your specific financial obstacle. If it's credit, now you got to go out and find specific solutions to your credit obstacle. Not enough money? Your income not high enough? Cost of living is choking you? Which means your cost of living, your income is not high enough? Just find the specific solution to that problem. But see, we find solutions. Solutions are presented to us as a Courage Coach. But we don't believe we can do it. We believe everybody else can do it. But we don't believe we can overcome or we can break through that obstacle. He said faith. I say believe. It's the same spirit. If we but understood. Believe that you can don't matter what your circumstance look like. It doesn't matter that your lights just got cut off. It doesn't matter. See, the Courage Coach, he can teach you. If your lights got cut off, that's past tense. That's not future tense. And it's really not present. The reason why your lights got cut off today is because something you did or did not do in the past. See, we're going to help you to really understand what this dynamic of space and time is. Because unless we can understand the space of time, then we're going to be confused, brothers and sisters. A confused mind can't make the right decisions. Can't make the right decisions. So we got to seek solutions to our problems. Then when we see that monster is not as big as we thought it was, because I just found the answer. You got a 50-foot tree in your yard, and you say, man, how did I get that tree down? That tree looked like it's a storm about to come. It's going to fall on my roof and going to crash a hole in my roof, man. It'll seem impossible if you don't know that there's a chainsaw that you can rent. It'll seem impossible. You're scratching your head because I don't have the solution to it. You don't know that you can hire somebody who has a chainsaw. It's just a problem. It's just a big old tree. And you just look at it. Wondering, oh man, you just praying that it don't fall on your house. Find the solution. Step number 2, believe. No matter what the environment that you live in looks like. If I can find a solution, then I believe and I can overcome this financial obstacle. I can break through this wall that's in front of me. See, it's about breaking through, right? It's not about going around. You hear people, songs say, climb over it, go around and go underneath it. Shit. Sometimes you need to have the mentality, brothers and sisters, I'm going to bust through this wall. I'm going to tear the wall down. I'm going to knock the wall down. I'm not going to leave that wall up. That wall got to come down. That's what the Bible says. Right? They praise the Lord and walked around the wall until the wall start coming down. Hello, somebody. It didn't say go over the wall. Dig a ditch underneath the wall. Go around. No, you want to bust it down so that you can be a living example to others who come after you. Shoot. You can bust that wall down, man. That's when you find solutions, that's what solutions are. Solutions are somebody who bust down that wall before in the past. You found a book. You found a coach, the Courage Coach, to tell you, oh, baby, I done bust down that wall. Look, I'm still here. I done bust down that wall. I won. You think, oh, you look kind of bruised up though, coach. Go look at that wall. See what I'm saying? You bruised up, but the wall's still standing up in its original position because you went around and going underneath it. You climbed over it. Yeah, okay. All right. That ain't the kind of wealth empowerment, black wealth empowerment we talking about here. There's the other stuff. Okay, well, you go listen to that if that's kind of, that just makes you feel better. The third thing we go, because we're at the top of the hour, but instead the third thing is you got to have an aggressive plan of action. Coach said all in. Coach talking about unbalanced, aggressive plan of action to address each obstacle. Aggressive POA, plan of action to address each obstacle. Now listen, don't get distracted. But you want to take one obstacle at a time. One obstacle at a time. Why, Daryl? So you can put all your focus, all your energy every day towards that one obstacle. Stop dividing it all up. I'm going to work on my credit at the same time. I'm going to work on my debt at the same time. I'm going to work on. You prioritize which one's the most important for you to break through and to bust through first. And you'll see that you build up momentum, financial momentum. You'll see that you build up your confidence. You'll go from believing that you can overcome obstacles and break through to knowing that you can overcome obstacles and break through because you got testimonies to prove it. It won't be just a theory. It just won't be something that you're trying to do. It'll be something in your history. It'll be something you've done. And you'll have the proof to show for it. That's what it's all about, brothers and sisters. Those are the three steps to your next financial breakthrough. Now, here's what you do. When you hear somebody, a coach or a trainer or whatever you want to call it, an expert, share something with you that you know that can benefit your life right now, it can take you to the next level right now. See, they didn't hit the ball and you're on your side of the court. Now it's your turn to take what you've heard that can give you immediate value, help you right now in your current situation. Now is your job to go out today, tomorrow, immediately, and put those principles, those formulas, those strategies, those steps to the test. Because it sounds good, but you got to test it, right? It has to work for you. Brothers and sisters, thank you for being here for broadcast 148 of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brothers and sisters, you are getting the goods here within an hour. We're giving you more compressed content that you can get in most universities in the country. Most universities aren't even an hour long, and they spend time taking roll. They spend time, doing other stuff other than just compressing content. That's what we're doing here. Why? Because we don't have a lot of time. Time is running out, but it's just naturally time is running out. And then there's circumstances in the environment that's accelerating the time. That's why everything of value, everything of importance requires all in, right? It requires you to be unbalanced. It requires an aggressive plan of action because universe rewards speed. Speed. Go as fast as you can, brothers and sisters. All right. Thank you for listening. I'll roll it over to Courage Coach for final words, and we'll get out of here. So why? You can work on the 3 steps. Now 6. 3 from the coach, 3 from me. 6 steps to your next breakthrough.
That's right. That's right. 6.5. So 6.5. First, you got to acknowledge that you need to have a breakthrough, brothers and sisters. So, brothers and sisters, thank you for joining us on Black Wealth Empowerment. We appreciate you spending some of your life units with us. We pray that you share this with others, share the stream, share the link, whatever. You find it on YouTube, just share it. Let people know. Go and like it, and leave us some comments, some notes. All right. And let us know what you like, what you want to see more of, what you like to hear more of. It helps us to help you. All right, Brother Daryl and I will try to come up with something, just because we know, just over our years of doing this, engaging in personal development and things like that, we know some of the things that people are dealing with, and we interact with a lot of people. If you all knew the sheer numbers of people that Brother Daryl and myself interact with every week, you'd be like blown away. Like, man, y'all see a lot of people, interact with a lot of human beings throughout the week. It's like, yeah, a lot of people, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people we see throughout our weeks. And so, we get a good sampling of what's going on. Excuse me, disempowered mindsets and things like that. So we try to bring it here, but we need you to help us, to help you specifically. We want to be able to target things that you are going through, you are dealing with, things you want help with, and then we can speak to that. All right. And then we want this to really be a platform by which you can say, hey, can we get involved? Can we get more of this? Can we talk about some of this right here? And then we'll tailor make the broadcast to fit you. And somebody else got the same thing they're dealing with, right? Trying to break through. So definitely do that. Share this stream. Let us know what's going on. Yes, we outlast, because that's what it is. Brothers and sisters, everybody, people may start the journey with you. But depending on their stick doativeness, in the words of my brother Nuri, if they ain't got no stick doativeness about themselves, then most likely they fall off, they quit, they punk out, they go away, whatever. That's fine. This is part of the process for some people. But I'm not gonna let nobody. I don't let my family get up before me, and they don't go to bed before me, after me. I mean, before me. I go to bed after them, and I get up way before them every day. That's just how I get out. Unless it's like something's wrong. Right? But I'm not gonna let nobody beat me at nothing I got going on. That's just my personal get down. I don't know, Brother Daryl. I think he's the same way. You're not finna outdo me doing me or doing anything. If I decide to get involved in it, I'm trying to do it at such a high level, man. I used to do this when I used to work for a living, Brother Daryl, like work like a job, like work a job back when I was younger and like I didn't know no better, like a job. I say, ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna let nobody come behind me and do me better than me. I'm gonna make everybody standing around look bad. I want everybody in the office look like they standing still. That was my personal motivation every day. How can I do my job at such a high level that everybody else look like they ain't doing nothing? They should be saying, "What's wrong with y'all? Why you not? Why y'all ain't Rodney?" So exactly. They need to be like you. Exactly. That's what I'm going for. So if I'm home and I do something, if I wash the dish while I hit the floor with the vacuum, I want to do it at such an expert level that my wife should be like, "Oh snap, I'm impressed by the vacuuming in here." I'm like, "I know, I'm dope, huh?" Not that that's what happens, but that's the kind of energy I bring to everything I do. Be a professional about what you got going on, brothers. Brothers, sisters, go to that high level. Get these steps, work them to your everyday life, and I guarantee you that if you apply it consistently, you should be breaking through so many walls. Man, we don't go under walls though, brother. That was so deep, boy. That Jericho, boy. We gonna have to have a Jericho broadcast, like how to break through every wall in your life, and going under and over. And that's too much energy. I have to go over and under and around. I got to dig, and maybe I gotta climb. You might not be good with climb. I don't want to do. Let me just bust that thing down, and that way people come up behind you, it's bust down already. They gonna leave, because if you went over the wall, there's no path to over the wall. Somebody dug a hole, but there's that dog that dug the hole, a gopher? I'm unsure about going down in some dark tunnels. Don't seem safe to me. How about this? We just knocked the darn wall down. It's clear it's been knocked. Somebody came through here. Man, everybody come out like, woo, they was on one. Well, cool. We just walk right through. Exactly. You want to bust down some walls so the family coming behind you ain't got to deal with some of those walls. You think Blue Ivy gonna have to hustle on the block? You better stop playing with your mind, man. They building a dynasty. That girl ain't never gonna have to do nothing but be rich. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. We'll be 2 hours of power. Brother Daryl, back to you.
She have a wall full of Basquiats.
Exactly. Exactly,
Blue be
man.
leaning on that Basquiat. She just be leaning on it in the kitchen.
But you see that new
Yes.
video? They were showing all the
Uh-uh.
artwork.
I
Oh
haven't
my
seen it
good,
yet.
woo, boy! They were showing artwork, and I'm quite sure they own all of that they showed. I was like, oh, that was such a G move. They
I'm gonna
showing
check it
some
out.
millions of dollar pieces. I'm like, oh, that was a boss move right there. Go ahead, brother Daryl.
Brothers and sisters, what you receive here at Black Wealth Empowerment, what you receive tonight, will get you to those levels that Courage Coach just described to you about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Those are individuals that have bust through many obstacles and continue to burst through them. Don't think everybody love Beyonce and Jay-Z like you love them. There are some people that actually don't want to see them successful and plan their demise because, I mean, that's just life. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said everything has a natural enemy. So you have a natural opposition to what you want to do. That's why you got to have the mentality to break through stuff, right? And I'll leave you with this. It's like the championship, basketball championship. There's winning and there's dominating. The Warriors, they just didn't win the game. They just didn't win in 4 games. They just didn't win and beat Cleveland. They dominated Cleveland. They bust through any defense and opposition that Cleveland thought they was going to put up that was going to stop them. They bust through them and left a message and left some imprints on their subconscious mind. I'm talking about Cleveland. Then we got swept, not just swept, we got blew out the last game. That's Black Wealth Empowerment, brothers and sisters. Thank you for being here. This hour of power plus a couple of minutes. Because see, Coach and I get excited, boy, right? And this thing is recorded, so it don't matter if all y'all just hang up or leave, right? Because it's in the ether now. It's out there for the whole world to see. So we talking to you, and we're talking through you. See, it's always that through again. We're talking to you, but we're talking through you, through this broadcast platform, through the internet to the whole entire world. That's how you got to think, brothers and sisters. And we'll help you, but you got to do your part. All you can do is all you can do. But it's your job to make sure you do all you can do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your life units. We thank you for sharing this space and time with us live on the replay. Thank you, brothers and sisters. You take it and change your life, and you come back and let us know how you've been affected by Black Wealth Empowerment in our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. With that being said, as I always say, God willing, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black people deserve. They may not want it. They may not even know they need it, but they deserve your and my very best. Till next time, take care. God bless.